The hard task is on your calendar. It's time. And then you start thinking about that Amazon order your husband has been asking about for 2 weeks. That's a real story. Or there's the dentist appointment you keep meaning to reschedule. Also a real story. Or the laundry, or an email that just came in that feels urgent, but probably isn't. Sound familiar? This is what Stephen Pressfield calls resistance, and it shows up every single time you're about to do something that matters. And I'm going to give you the exact process I use myself and I teach my clients. Because just sitting down and trying to start isn't a strategy. It's a wish for luck. I'm Genie. I coach adults with ADHD and autism when their performance isn't matching what they know they're capable of. And one of the things I see is people beating themselves up for not being able to just start. Like something is wrong with them. Why can't I just get started on this thing? Nothing is wrong with you. Task initiation is genuinely harder for ADHD brains. It's neurological. And it responds really well to the right strategy, which has very little to do with motivation. Here's what I want you to try. When the time for the hard task arrives, don't open the document or the email or whatever it is just yet. Take 2 minutes first. Tidy and set up your workspace. Not a full clean, just clear enough that your brain isn't registering all the visual stimulation. Get what you need: water, notebook, sticky notes, a pen. Your phone is face down and out of reach. Headphones, if that helps. Whatever creates the conditions your brain needs for focus. And then, when your space is set up, close or minimize every tab that isn't relevant to this task. Your brain doesn't need those options competing for your attention right now, notifications popping up. Then very consciously say to yourself, maybe even out loud, I'm ready to do this. And then wait. And here's the part that surprises people. You don't start immediately. You sit. You let the resistance pass. It usually takes a couple of minutes, maybe even more. And during those minutes, the rule is simple: do the thing or do nothing. Not meditation, not a quick snack, not checking one thing real quick, not a quick phone call or text, nothing. When a thought creeps in, and it will, something like, I really do need to schedule that dentist appointment, you don't act on it. You write it on the sticky note. That's what it's there for. Then you come back to doing the thing or doing nothing. What you're doing in those minutes when you're doing nothing is making a conscious, deliberate choice. You're not hoping motivation shows up. You're creating the conditions for your brain to transition into the task, which takes time. And as always, just because something is easy for someone else doesn't mean it's easy for you. Task initiation costs more for some brains than others. Be kind to yourself about that. This is the way your brain works. The setup isn't a workaround for a broken brain. It's a strategy for a brain that needs a different on-ramp. I use this process for recording these videos. I did it just now before getting set up here. It's my hard thing. I do the work to prepare. I say I'm ready, and I wait. Some days the resistance is louder than others, but this works consistently in a way that just sitting down and hoping never does. So before you move on with your day, what's the hard thing you've been circling? Take 2 minutes. Set up for it. Tell yourself you're ready. Then do the thing or do nothing. And see if that helps. And if this resonates, please subscribe. I talk about this kind of thing every week. And if you want to go deeper on building systems that actually work for your brain, the link to work with me is below. Take care.